it's my distinct honor to be able to introduce Willy Hauser for this award. And it just dawned on me, this is a little bit like deja vu, because Willy also received another award from one of my classes, which was for the Best Negotiator Award. So I'm not sure if he's going to be using some of those negotiation skills today to move you for your futures onward. But it's my distinct honor to be introducing him. And there were many quotes talking about Willy's great features, and I wasn't really sure how to go about describing how he's seen through his peers, which we have hundreds of working professional MBA program students. We're the largest graduate program, so there was lots of praise, and Willy's interacted with many of our students. And so I decided to try to take a thematic analysis and code the various quotes, and then I gave up and I put them all in ChatGPT, and I said, please concisely create one statement that summarizes everything, and it did an excellent job. And so I think it's also fitting that Willy is a software engineer for a Silicon Valley-based tech startup, so I'm, I think, consistent in that nature, that I think you can appreciate that. So this highlights the themes, which is Willy is a dedicated, authentic leader who consistently shows up for his team and community with humor, respect, and passion for helping others. So it's my pleasure to introduce Willy and have him speak to you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Willy Hauser, and I have a question for all of you graduating. Why on earth would you spend the past 2+ years of your lives getting these degrees? Was it for a promotion? Was it for a career transition? We've all got our answers. You want to know what I used to say? I used to talk about my first manager out of college and how every project he put me on was a big winner. First, he had me working on code for PA systems in schools and for TVs in hotels. It was a big hit, brought in $19 million in sales. Next, he had me working on an anti-tampering chip, and this was after some leaks in 2014 of photos of the NSA performing some tampering. Needless to say, I was presenting this project to a room full of directors, and it got some major traction. Why did I want to get an MBA? I wanted to know how my manager kept finding these great projects. And guess what he said when I asked him about getting the degree? He said, Willy, you don't need an MBA to run a P&L, profit and loss. And you know, he's right. You absolutely do not need a business degree to run a business. This begs the question, what do you need an MBA for? Well, who here remembers what is the answer in business school to every question ever? Hint, it is the very first thing they teach you. All right, if you know it, say it with me. It depends. Yeah. We all have our unique reasons for getting these degrees, but all together, we form this amazing network. So, I'd like to pose a task for each of you to perform, to put these degrees to the test. Here's my call to action. I want you all later to think of an interesting challenge you've got, be it personal or professional. Then, when you're talking to classmates, catching up, making future plans, I want you to pose this challenge to them, and more importantly, invite them to collaborate with you. For example, here's my challenge. I just spent the past 2.5 years driving twice to campus for night classes to work with a motivated, multifaceted, multi-talented group of individuals. And I'd like to start solving some real-world problems together. What do you say to that? All right. Cheers, everyone. Congrats on graduation. And I look forward to working with you all in the future. Yep.